video, we'll be learning how to solve math word problems. There are 5 steps in solving problems. First step is familiarizing. Step 2, translate. Step 3, solve. Step 4, check. Step 5, state. Example 1. A limited edition print is usually signed and numbered by the artist. For example, a limited edition with only 50 prints would be numbered 1 out of 50, 2 out of 50, 3 out of 50, and so on. An estate donates 2 prints numbered consecutively from a limited edition with 150 prints. The sum of 2 numbers is 263. Find the numbers of the prints. Step 1. Familiarizing yourself with the problem situation. Here are some hints to help you familiarize. Step 1. Familiarizing yourself with the problem situation. Always reread the problem really carefully, also out loud. Choose variables to represent the unknown. State clearly what the variables represent. Draw or label the known information. Create a list or table. Think of the possible answers and check the guess. Okay. So we know that the numbers are consecutive integers. So let us use x for the small number. Then for the larger number, it's going to be a +1. Because they're consecutive, they're going to be next to each other. So x plus 1 will be for the larger variable. Since there is 150 prints, so the first number has to be less than 149. Okay. So let's just guess on the first variable. So we'll use 138. Now for the larger one, it's going to be x plus 1. So 138 plus 1 would give us 139. So when you add the two together, it gives us 277. We see that the numbers need to be smaller. So let's reduce our integers, the one that we used. Step 2. Translate the problem into an equation. Step 2. Translate. We reword the problem and translate it as the following. Rewording. The first integer plus the second integer gives us 263. Okay, now let's translate it. So our translation, x plus 1 equals 263. You have noticed that we put x plus 1 in parentheses because that represents the second integer. We don't want to remove those and get confused within the two, or else your answer won't be the same as before. Step 3. Solve the equation. The third step, solve. We solve the equation. So we take our translated equation right here. Then we would replace it with we'll start solving it out. So as you notice on the side, we have x and x here. So if you add those together, that becomes 2x plus 1 equals 362. So right here at this step, we are collecting our like terms. The next step is to get rid of this 1 right here. So what we would do next is subtract the 1 on this side, but also subtract it onto the opposite side of the equal sign. So subtracting 1. So once we've done that one, we go on to the next one. Since we subtract the 1 on top, there's no 1 right here. And we subtract the 1 with the 263, that will reduce the number to 262. So now it reads 2x equals 262. The next step is to get rid of the 2 to leave the variable by itself. We would divide by 2, and that will cancel out the 2 on this side. Then we would do the same thing on the opposite side of the equation, equal sign. It says 262 divided by 2. So now once we divide it by 2 on both sides, the 2's cancels out what leaves x. Then the 262 will be divided in half. So 262 divided by 2 is 131. So now we have our x, which is our variable 1. Step 4. Check the answer into the original problem. Step 4. Check. So now we are checking our answer. Our possible answer is 131 and 132. These consecutive possible or positive integers, 131 and 132, equals up to 263. So the answer is check. Step 5. State the answer to the problem clearly. Step 5, we state the print numbers are 131 out of 150 and 132 out of 150.